Howdy folks, and welcome back to Skybees 2. I've been playing a little bit with the Apotheosis mod and wanted the enchanting part of it, and kind of wanted to share some notes that I have with it. I have this altar, or enchanting table rather, at 50 of 50 Eterna, which I believe is the max you can get. I haven't been able to find any way to make it higher. 100% Quanta, 100% Arcana with 100% rectification. The 100% rectification comes from 5 of these. You can see I got 5 of those shelf of infused rectification. They give you 20% each. I have 5 draconic end shelves, which give me 20 to Eterna. You have to go around to the end cities and get you a dragon skull to make those things. That was fun. I think I have 16 total of the pearlescent end shelves, and then just 2 regular end shelves here on the end to wrap up making this thing maxed out. When I started, I made the enchantment library, and then I wanted to upgrade it to the Library of Alexandria. And in order to do that, you have to drop the quanta on this. If we look at the uses on the enchantment library, you have to drop the quanta down to at least 45, but no more than 50. So what I did was I come in and I swapped out all of my infused rectification shelves with these melon shelves, and that dropped it down to like 47. Not real sure how the math worked there with it says 10%, but that's how I was able to accomplish upgrading to the Library of Alexandria. Just melon shelves away. One of the things that I found that I don't really care a whole lot for is that when you pull an affix or you have to get these rarity shards, and you do that by taking an item, and I don't have any spare anymore, that has like this bow here. It says rare, and that's then one of the affixes that are on the items that drop from mobs for Apotheosis. If you put it on a campfire, then it'll cook off and delete the item, but leave you a rarity shard. And then you take that shard over to a smithing table and a tome of scrapping, and combine them and get a rare affix tome. And what this does is that any rare or weaker item you can remove the affixes from. Like, I want this 150% draw speed off of this bow because that's the best I've found so far. And I believe it's in the enchantment table. Yeah. Now this one says extracted from ranged, enchantability 11. So it's not even going to give me the 150% draw speed. It's just going to pull the affix at the top, increased by 11. That's one of the things I dislike about it. The other one is that whenever you do this, you'll get this book, and then you can apply this book to another item, and it won't give it all it'll do is give it whatever affix it removed from here. It won't give it like the rare status or the mythic status or any of that. So I feel like they kind of wasted the whole upper end of what this mod can enchant as, and be, I guess, just for a cool factor, because really you don't need it, to be fair. But I kind of feel like that was, you should be able to try to transfer the rarities and stuff. If you notice real quick, the enchanting clue says 5. That's because I've got 2 of the Shelf of Masterful Sight bookshelves here. So that's going to give you +2 each. So that's how I got 5 of that. Library of Alexandria, I do love it, because you just dump any book with an enchant on it or multiple enchants on it, and it stores it. And then you're able to pull out up to the highest level that you have put in there. So as you can see here, it says knockback, max level available 3. That must mean that I've only put up to knockback 3 in it. I was going to show a tip on that. Put these away as I don't really need them at the moment. It doesn't do what I want it to. There's a tip here on doing that. So I wanted to upgrade up breaking. As you can see right now, my max level of breaking is 6. if I search in JEI over here for unbreaking, unbreaking will go all the way up to 8. So it means that I've got 2 more levels of unbreaking I can go. Well, if I come in here and I hold down shift so that it'll pull, you can see if you just do it by default, it only gives you 1 level. But if you hold shift, it'll give you the max level that you've put in there so far. If we pull us out 2 unbreaking 6 books, we can combine those in an anvil to get the unbreaking 7 and then put it in there. And now we have unbreaking 7 available. And we can do the same thing. Now this, mind you, you only get 1 point per level that you put in here. So I've got 224 points of unbreaking right now. So we'll grab 2 unbreaking 7s. I was going to do some armor, some armor and stuff later, and I wanted unbreaking 8 on them, just because it's the max level. Now we'll shift and click, put him in there, and now we'll look. Now we can get an unbreaking 8 book for 128 points. So that's just a little tip that I discovered when I was messing around with these about being able to get your books up to the top level or the max level. I've got 2 mob farms running over here now. This is still my original one that pulls items and experience. And then this one on this side is over here getting it's got the mob slaughter factory. It's getting me the meat and the pink slime. I have this one turned off right now so it wouldn't fill my chest back up. So as you can see, you get quite a lot of bows and different drops and stuff. So I've really only been saving certain things whenever they drop at level 3. See, there's like projectile protection, fire protection, all those that I'm probably never going to use. I only save them if they're at 4. So out of all of these, that's literally all that I have right now. And what I do, because I have filters here, I have this one here filtered for stuff that I want to be sent to my storage. So they're sent to this ender chest over here, and those get pulled into storage. And then this one over here is sending things. Right now they're just sending the player heads, because you get an astronomical number of player heads. Any of the tipped arrows and stone swords all immediately go to trash so that they're not clogged up. And then after I filter through the enchanted stuff in here and find anything I want, I'll just come over here and then I'll flip this to blacklist real quick, because then that sucks everything out of the chest and dumps it. Make sure to always turn it back to whitelist, or else it'll always delete everything. And now my chest is ready to go. I'll turn it back on later. I'm in no big rush for stuff. What I got here is an enchantment extractor. Now, industrial foregoing does enchantments right, if you ask me. They give you the tools to build your enchants the way you want. And this machine will pull the enchants off of these and stick them on a book. I have it. You notice it's next to these 3 blocks, and it's got a 4th one, the trash can, behind it. The reason that is that I have the input, and you see the inputs there, the input enchanted item, pulling from the right. I have books, which is input books, pulling from the top. I have enchantless item output, pushing to the back to the trash can. And then I have enchanted book output, pushing to the right into the Library of Alexandria. So whenever I get what I want out of there, I just come over and throw them in this chest or barrel. I keep calling them chests. Too many years of vanilla Minecraft without barrels. And they quickly cycle through here, and you get some upgrades in here now that I can make them. But I guess it moves fast enough. So you can really go through some books if you need to. Fortunately, paper is easy to get. Leather is easy to get with the mob farm. You just take it over and dump it in a mana pool, and it'll convert. And now all of those, and you don't have to worry about breaking books down. You can put a book in here with multiple enchantments, and it'll just put them all in their spot. So now, you have, this library is awesome. This is the one thing I wish would be available forever in every Minecraft game. This thing is awesome. But anyway, those are just some notes that I took on the enchanting part of Apotheosis. This Altar of the Sea, you can put 4 enchanted items on it, and it'll suck about 20 levels off a view and turn it into a better enchanted book. Not worth it to me if you ask me, but you know, some people may. Of course, these are your typical things you need for enchanting stuff. I don't think I have any enchants on it. Yeah, that's right. I had all the enchants off my anvils. I'm gonna put the Unbreaking 8 on those, so I don't have to worry about them breaking very much. What else was there? That's pretty much it. You can, you know, I mean, you have stuff like I have my Elementium axe here. When you go to enchant them, we'll need some experience. So let me come over here and grab me a couple of stacks of jelly babies. Yeah, that'll be enough. Come in there and you'll see all of the meters max out. And so the runes reveal on this one, I get Capturing 6, Silk Touch, Saint Chainsaw, Miner's Fervor, Life Mending. I hate Life Mending. The Rectification, if you notice that it says current value of Quanta is 100. So what that means is that you have a chance of either getting a level 200 enchant all the way back to a level 0. I mean, it's like, it just basically adds a bunch of negative, you know, you have the possibility of getting negative. The Rectification at 100% removes the negative side, so it's always a positive 100 on that. I don't even get you notice this one, it says the runes reveal all. If you have everything that you can get, you'll see it all here, but both of these have more than 5 enchants. It's interesting. Go ahead and grab it, see what we get here. Life Mending, Miner's Fervor, Chainsaw, Capturing, Silk Touch, Unbreaking. Look at that, Unbreaking 7. Anyway, I'll toss him. Now, this is the one thing you got to make sure of, is that because this guy will send unenchanted items to the garbage, and make sure we turn that off, because I don't want to lose my Elementium axe, right? So we'll let it sit there and pull all the enchants off, and then it'll dump it here. It's also an easy way to get a bunch of high-end enchants, is to enchant something like this and then let them take them all off. Back to the back, push to the back. But anyway, that's my current experience with the enchanting module for Apotheosis. I hope any of the information there you find useful. Thanks. Have a good one.